How does a town mark its moment of beginning? Well, for one small New England community, it began in the hearts and minds of people who chose to mold their own destiny. Their family lines traced back to the settling of the Milford colony in Connecticut in 1639. Like the early settlers, they were farmers. They strained to turn the earth 6 days a week, and on the seventh day, gave thanks to their God. In 1802, feeling it a duty to maintain their own church and regular services, they petitioned for a society separate from the original town. On a quiet Tuesday, the 28th of May, 1822, a working day, the General Assembly of the state of Connecticut in these United States of America gave formal recognition to the petition of these farming people. Thus came to life a New England town called Orange. This New England town had no access to a port, no gold, lead, no coal, oil, or marble. Its distinction was the enterprising people who made it their home. They proudly bore old names like Ichabod, Isaac, and Nehemiah. There were Clarks and Bryans, Treats and Prudence, Hine, Platt, Alling, Lambert, names that remain to this day. An 1823 town meeting voted,
"Geese found in any enclosure not the owner's are liable to be impounded at 6 cents per head."
Voted that no swine be permitted to run on the highways over 2 months old without a ring in the nose.
Voted a bounty of 6 cents for every crow killed within the limits of the town and delivered to the selectmen.
and if property owners neglected their fences, the town elected fence viewers would have it repaired and billed to the owner. The symbol of a growing New England village was the blacksmith, and Orange supported 3 of them. We know that there were also at least 6 shoemakers. Ellsworth Foote was one of them. Fred Wheeler and Lyman Nettleton were carpenters and builders. Mr. Nettleton was also something of a dreamer. He used to say that someday people would fly through the air and even make daily trips to Europe. Not recognized as a prophet, Nettleton's neighbors considered him a bit unbalanced. Right up until the motor car was well established, though, the pulse of the town was still measured by the beat of the hammer on hot iron. The late 18 and early 1900s witnessed a building boom in Orange, yet life remained peaceful in this quiet, rural setting.
On nice summer days, I would go outside and sit on the south porch in our yard and just look at the blue sky above and the clouds going by and sort of dream a little bit, and you'd hear the buzzing of the bees in the summer. This somehow sticks in my mind yet today.
Built in 1812, the Orange Academy served as winter school and meeting hall for over a century. Facing the green, it became the town hall in 1922. Today, it houses the Board of Education. The center school was added in 1909. 4 classrooms for grades 1 through 8. Orange today reflects its heritage in many ways. It is seen in the style of well-cared-for homes, in the people's love and respect for open space and care for the land and water. And while there are but a few working farms remaining, the farming origins of the town are still in evidence. Mailboxes still line roads named like Old Tavern, Turkey Hill, and Meeting House Lane. Trees and open spaces abound. There are few sidewalks and curbstones, and the children no longer walk to school. They ride in yellow buses. Many of our homes note their age. so that we today will be more aware of our past and appreciate that which those who came before us accomplished. The horse-drawn carriage is now a memento of days gone by, a decorative piece, a curiosity. And the fields which once provided food now support our homes and recreation. But the symbol of this town does not forget our heritage or the year we came together. And a new name for the center school affirms that dedicated people alone make a town and mold its future. The simplicity of our past is not all a blurry tangle of memory. Children still ride horses bareback along Tyler City Road. Migratory flights of geese and ducks continue to crowd the open spaces to rest. A herd of cows still browse in a pastoral setting, and our religious heritage remains strong within us. Since that spring day 150 years ago, Orange has been touched by the inevitability of change. Those who, like the early settlers, called this place their hometown, continue to draw strength and pride of owning property, still put their minds and hands to the task of assuring their children a better tomorrow. And there's something else that hasn't changed: the ability to provide a legacy and harbor a quiet passion for a way of life that is America. For those of you in the future, this is how we looked in our 150th year, as framed by the changing seasons. Warm tones, shaded lawns, lengthening shadows, all signal the glory of autumn. And the town of Orange, as all New England, greets this change of seasons in a burst of color. And then one morning, winter cloaks our land. Blue skies frame white-crusted trees. Streams sparkle, and iced branches gleam in a winter sun. The farms are quiet now, and for Orange, Connecticut, red barns on a field of white are as traditional as the town green.
Thank you.
Now that you know where we started and have seen how we look in our 150th year, perhaps you will understand our joy and delight in the many events that occurred on the occasion we called Orange 150. Since the founding of Orange centered about the church, our 150th celebration begins with the Church on the Green, our oldest citizen, people dressed in the styles of generations past. This was a day for greeting neighbors, a day to give thanks for our common blessings, and a chance to share the joy of a warm heart and a friendly smile. Orange 150 was a rejoicing of the present, but also a time to reflect upon our past, its way of life, and the people who lived it.
You always wore a hat to church, and sometimes a veil, and you found the proper hat pins to go into the proper hat, and put on your veil, and you put on your gloves. You never went to church without gloves, and your coat. And if it was winter time, you put on your fur with your muff and your fur piece. And then you were ready to go to church.
They used to have church suppers. At that time, it was in the suppers were held in what was the old town hall. You could get hot rolls and beans and cold cuts and what have you for 25 cents, and these occurred about once a month. The social life in town at that time centered around the Congregational Church.
It was very interesting to see all the different costumes. I would like to see this happen more often.
The good Lord couldn't have been better to us than to give us this kind of a day to start the celebration. I think it only appropriate that it start with this flag raising, and I will call on Father Nash for the invocation.
As we begin our sesquicentennial celebration, we ask a special blessing upon our community. Help us always to be mindful of your goodness to us in the past. Give us the help we need today and in the days ahead. Bring us to a realization that we are all brothers and sisters, members of the one human family, and that you are the Father of us all. Give us the wisdom to know what is right and the courage to do what is right. Bless us all, here and now, always and everywhere. Amen.
Thank you. Orange has been given this flag by the Order of the Purple Heart. And I would ask that their representative now present our new old flag to our first selectman, Ralph Capisolatra. And if you will look on the first sheet of the program, you will find the dedication to our flag, and Reverend Neil Byrne will lead us in this dedication.
Let us join together in the dedication. On this occasion of the sesquicentennial celebration of the town of Orange, we come to dedicate this flag of the United States of America, one nation under God.
We dedicate this American flag,
that this flag may continually cause us to invoke the prayer, God of justice, save the people from the war of race and creed, from the strife of class and faction, make our nation free indeed.
We dedicate this American flag. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. And now we're going over to the town hall for the dedication of our town of Orange flag. Father Nash, if you would give us the invocation.
Heavenly Father, this is the time for being thankful. And so we thank you for the rain and the sun, for the mountains and the valleys, for the trees and the lakes. We thank you for the privilege of seeing and hearing and walking and talking and laughing. We thank you for food and shelter. Bless us today and always. Amen.
And now our town flag, the courtesy of the First Federal and Chick.
Thank you very much, Chairman Lutz. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with sincere, great privilege and honor for First Federal Savings of New Haven to be able to present this new flag to the town of Orange. The flag was designed by Bob Heise and Kurt Thompson, and will be raised on this day, Saturday, May the 27th, 1972, as the official town flag of Orange. Gene?
Thank you. It is with great pleasure that I present this flag to our first selectman, the Honorable Ralph Capisolatra.
May I add that this ceremony marks a very significant occasion. There aren't many communities in the state of Connecticut, nor in the United States, that have a town flag. There is none in the world that has a prouder heritage and will fly it higher and with more pride than this community. And I accept the flag, and I thank you all for being here to share in this very great privilege with me. Very nice.
And we join in the dedication of the flag of the town of Orange. As we honor the history of Orange over the past 150 years, we are gathered to dedicate this flag, symbol of a town nurtured by men and women sustained by faith in God and rejoicing in love of community.
We dedicate this flag to the town of Orange.
That this flag may represent to us those virtues of integrity and industry which cause a community to prosper and its citizens to be glad in the fruits of their labors. Unto the glory of God,
we dedicate this flag to the town of Orange. Thank you all. Thank you.
And we celebrated with a lavish spectacular. My, what a time that was. If you had no other part in the festivities, there was a place for you in the pageant. Girl Scout, housewife, lawyer, merchant, no matter what, just make a costume, pick up a homemade banner, and join in the fun. Of course we had a queen and her court for the celebration. get to be the queen? Simple. You sold the most tickets to the spectacular. But the greatest joy of the spectacular was a pageant of the town's history. Each night, our players acted out moments of the past, right from the time of the founding settlers.
Standby narrators, the naming of Orange.
Yes, sir. Pleased to see you all here at our first town meeting. Mr. John Bryan, Jr., our first selectman, wants me to take a vote from all you here in assembly on just what the name of our new town should be. How many like the name Westford? No. What about North Milford? No. Does anyone like the name Milford Haven?
No. May I propose that in honor of William, Prince of Orange, we name our new town William.
That is a grand idea. But instead of William, let's call it Orange. After all, orange has appeal.
Okay, standby lights, standby music. Virginia Reel, roll tape.
And of course, Orange had its share of men who served in the war between the states. And while Abraham Lincoln never actually came to Orange, his name was familiar in our homes, and the sorrows of the time were felt as strongly in this small community as anywhere in our nation. The 20s, and a weekend outing with all the townspeople gathered for the fun. And what was the biggest attraction? Why, the bathing beauty contest. Everyone knows that. There was a time when Public Works kept the country moving. WPA projects everywhere. But where were the working men? They all came out with the 5 o'clock whistle. We didn't miss out on too many things at our 150th birthday celebration. Plans for so many events were made. Oxen, horse draws, parachute jumps, field days and picnics, contests and dinners and dances. But one event was enlivened by the unexpected. This balloon, held in place by a long cable, gave our people a brief glimpse of part of the town from the air. Then, early one morning, while getting ready for the day, the unexpected happened, and we were suddenly free of the cable. For you, an unexpected view of Orange and a free trip in a hot air balloon. And as we continued on our peaceful way, the many celebration events went on.
All right, that mare is one on the track today. All right, that's Mr. Hal Montgomery driving. All right, Mr. Montgomery. Hal Montgomery driving that team.
Oh, everybody at home!
What? Everything is a dime, ain't you can use it. All brand new household items. Brand new. Everything is a dime. Some of these articles go for $3, go for 10 cents. Everything is a dime here. Everything in the boxes are 10 cents. I'm the cheapest guy down here.
How much would you like? How much do you want for this?
Well, it says 85 for the set.
I'll give
There's
you- how
8
about-
plates.
How about $50?
Oh, I mean, I think that's a little,
Huh?
too much.
Oh,
No, I'm
$50.
sorry.
We'll take 75. No, 50.
No
55?
No, I can't
No.
do it.
You want us to sell below cost?
55, that's all.
It's Limoges. Did you see the back?
Yeah, maybe a
They're
chipped
signed.
one. You can find a chipped one, a cracked one.
No.
$55.
I tell you what, pretend it's carnival.
But I'll tell you, my shoes hurt my feet. That's the reason I didn't wear it. And I did want to wear the shoes with it, but they killed me. Of course, I had that very elegant old hat on.
Yeah, I couldn't wear shoes.
No, well, you couldn't wear mine.
Come on, Daddy. I want to show you something really cool.
I wonder how much it is.
This would be nice for Mommy.
$18.
Quite old. I don't know exactly how old it would be.
I'll do it. Would you be interested in buying a sesquicentennial, sir? We have a complete set of 4 covers with the historic preservation stamps. Postmarked the 27th, which is the official beginning of the sesquicentennial at $1.25.
How much is this?
That's a dime each, or 12 for $1.
Do you like that, Michael? Do you?
Yeah. I'm not
Okay, here, give the man the money here.
There you go. Thank you very much.
What do you want, Karen?
I thought the children's pet show was spectacular. Really, it was great. I don't think anyone expected all those kids to show up. And all the different animals, dogs and cats, but snakes and spiders. And Dr. George Whitney. He was something else again.
Of course, we expected maybe 30 or 40 pets to come out. Instead of that, we had a tremendous number, and we had 5 or 6 kids and 4 or 5 adults for every pet. And it was such a variety. It really was staggering.
The beautiful standard poodle for Rosner wins first prize for the most gray hairs in a black dog.
And of course, I wasn't prepared for the large number and had an awful time keeping the thing organized. And it was really a fantastic experience for me. And of course, the kids all seemed to enjoy it, and we finally managed to give an award to every pet in the show, including the best female to be shipwrecked on a desert island with, and the most horizontal dog, a dachshund, and the dog with the best halitosis. It was really a lot of fun. The spider actually drew a lot of attention from a distance. That cleared the way for me to get by to judge some of the other things. I think there was such a feeling of happiness and goodwill and good nature. We didn't even have any dog fights, and everything went off beautifully.
Sports and recreation play an important part in the Orange of today, and so sports competition was a part of the celebration. It started out by pushing the golf season a bit, but the women were up to it. Some of them played great golf, and the rest, they had a great time. was the old car rally.
Wendy, turn around. Sweetheart, you gotta come with me. Not your own parade. Not your own parade. Come on. Come on, Wendy, turn around. Come on now. Push Wiley. Whoop. Circle.
Morning. Well, I'm no nearer to the decision than I was before I got here.
That's Mr. Campbell. No, I'm just saying. You know who I am, don't you? Keep it going, ladies. Keep it going. Because we're trying to get pictures.
I'm no nearer to a decision than I was before I came here.
Come on. Say hi. You gotta turn around.
Nowhere's there. Got them all down, huh?
Get up there. Come on. Up. Come on. You gotta walk by him. Come on. Number 22, will you please come up? First prize, 22! This is Sue Palmer and her daughter Carla. Congratulations. Thank you. Now our first runner-up is number 1. Number 1. Melissa Holman is our first runner-up in the girls' division. Okay, our boys started parading. Jitha, what's Jeffrey? Can you smile? Come on. He won't keep his feathers on. Come on, this way. Follow the caboose. The caboose. This way, sweetie. Yeah, hold it. Come here. Our first place winner is number 18, and what is his name? Harlan Kearns. Congratulations.
Yeah, you won, Harlan. Hey, Harley, hold it. Thank you.
Young and old were attracted by the blacksmith shop, and here were skills seldom seen in present times. Rings fashioned from horseshoe nails made rare treasures for the youngsters. And the skills with which the farmers sustained themselves held a mysterious fascination.
And a very warm and cordial welcome to each and every one at this, the second performance of the Sesquicentennial Spectacular.
Before the spectacular each night, there was a different show. Musical groups performed. There were salutes from neighboring communities. The 150 Chorus entertained. Square dancers, Dixieland bands, experimental theater groups, all added their salute to Orange. And there were trophies awarded for the sports events.
The boys singles, first place, John Poza. And second place, Ted Kajanley. You want to take Ted's trophy? Okay. The women's singles B, first place, Kitty Siebert. Second place, Pat Rogers. Women's doubles B, first place, Sue Kamenier and Roberta Litsky. Second place, Carol Treat and Jane Warren. Men's singles B, Marshall Pite. Second place, Jack Ambrose. Men's doubles, first place, Marshall Pite and Dan Berna. Second place, Dante Schiaparelli and Wayne Whitcomb.
Well, thank you very much, Ted, and congratulations to all of you who won those beautiful awards.
If you think for 1 minute that the adults had all the fun, you should have seen our small fry compete in the field events, the soapbox derby, the pie eating and freckle contests. Our kids, bless them, they made 150 a real spectacular.
Hi, girls. Sit down.
Yeah. That's fabulous. Are you partner? You know, I tripled right over.
And what's your first name? What's your first name?
All third and fourth grade boys, partners for the three-legged race, please. Third and fourth grade boys.
Are you getting them?
Whoever gets this down goes up and gets a ribbon. Go ahead, right now. Come on, push, push. Okay, next. Boy, right here. Let's go. That was a good try. Doing good. He's getting up there. He's getting up there. Okay, let's get a boy up there. Doing good. He's getting up there. Get up there. Come on, girl. Hold on.
Come on, Debbie, push! Ryan! Ryan!
That was a good try, Brian. Come on, girl.
Ryan!
If something should loosen up, though, you're not going to. You're right up to the end here.
Oh, I mean, I got to bring this up tighter.
Yeah, I would almost say that might be good. Good to do it if you
yeah,
can.
let me do that.
It does hit the ground.
I didn't realize that, but it does go. Let me get it.
Dad,
Yeah.
where's the research?
Here up the street. Charlie, here.
What was wrong, son, last
You need
time?
something.
What was wrong with the clamp on the back?
Try one something.
Well, I tell you what, we'll check it over again completely. You want to get in? Excuse me, son. All right, the wires are on. They're all set. Okay.
Car's kind of wet.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you
to the orange 150 Sesquicentennial Soapbox Derby.
Now we'll allow 2 wheels to cross over that orange line. Now if both your wheels cross over, you're going to be disqualified for that heat, and you will have to pick up another heat for you. Don't swerve. Don't pay any attention to anyone shouting from the sidelines, because a little bit of play in your wheel and you can end up into the crowd, or you can disqualify yourself by crossing over that orange line.
Off the road up there.
And in the midst of the excitement, float builders prepared for the big parade.
Skirts go on here.
2 on each one, right?
Sorry about that. And the facade, I don't know how much.
Get down! Get down! Now you're gonna make it. You work down low now, hey! Put on your brake! Brake, son! Come on, back up, kids. Get close.
You want the winner? Let's have some of those ones down here in front. Down here.
Kids and some are add up to freckles. And when it comes to displaying spots, you can look and count all you like, but before it's over, you just know a delightfully beaming little redhead will take it hands down.
Nose. Okay, come on over here. She's got a lot right around, just around here. All right, stand over here. Okay, come on over here. I don't know, she maybe... She might. Were you ready to announce the winner? Brenda Sullivan. Here she is. I think she's got the most, don't you? All right, Brenda, you want to step over here, and I'll put your name.
And they kept on building.
The winners for the best appearance in car number 57, Mark Castiglione. In car number 43, Mark Pegatella. And in car number 37, Bruce Lane.
Where's the trophy?
Third place winner is car number 58, driven by Carolyn Beck. Would she please come forward for the trophy?
Right there, John. Who's that? Where is it? Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy? Here comes the joy.
Second place winner, car number 3, driven by Chris Heisa. Would you come forward, Chris?
Don't drop it.
Bring
Nice
her
job.
forth now. First place is Mark Castiglione in car 57.
Nice job, Mark. If you had a third hand, I'd shake.
Now for the B group, third place, John LaViola, Jr. Come forward. In second place, car number 24, Gary Green.
Congratulations.
In first place, in the B, is car number 7, Laurie Tamero.
Nice job, Laurie.
Laurie. And now for the C division, in third place, car number 7, again a winner, Peter Tamero. In second place, car number 53, Anthony Lindsley. And in first place, in Division C, car number 3, Peter Heisa.
Congratulations, Peter.
Orange 150 and a birthday picnic. As is proper on all birthday celebrations, a cake to honor the event. This one made an appearance and a rapid disappearance at our old-fashioned family picnic. What a day this turned out to be. Thousands of celebrants gathered on a glorious Memorial Day to partake of the fun. In the process, we consumed over 7,000 hamburgers and hot dogs, all to the nostalgic trumpeting of an authentic carousel calliope. And during the day, the picnic crowd shifted from one event to another, to the beer judging contest, pony and hay rides and games. But most important of all was the feeling of being part of something, putting aside personal goals, and for a while, belong to a community, sharing our delights with neighbors we had never really gotten to know. Perhaps this is what Orange 150 was really all about. Each of us recognizing we were the town, and that what we put into it came back to us many times over.
And now we will judge the blackest beer.
Okay.
The blackest beer. And I kind of, Number one winner in the blackest beard part of our contest is Skip Clark. Number two, we depicted the second prize winner. Hello. Dr. Oh, I didn't even know it. Dr. Merritt with the second prize.
Of course, no picnic would ever be complete in Orange without the volunteer fire department, especially if there's a surprising ending for the youngsters.
Taking the best side of it. Make a horseshoe out of it. Hey, stay back till it's done. Get too much water. Now, go back the other way now. Keep going back. Right over yourself. Raise it up on your shoulder. Raise it up on your shoulder. All right, now back. Hey, raise it up. I don't want to build it up too high. Huh? I don't want to go too high yet. Okay. Forward. What? Back up.
Away from prying eyes and thieving competitors, hidden in barns, behind warehouses, any place secrecy could be maintained, finishing touches were put to floats by dozens of groups and organizations. The Orange 150 Parade was growing in colorful style. It is quiet now, an expectant quiet, and prepared for the moment about at hand. The many stores, banks, merchants, and community services along the parade route and throughout the town. The firemen prepared to feed and entertain the many fire companies which would be taking part in the parade. And at the firehouse, the ending of a sudden shower cleared the air for that most important task, polishing our engines for the morrow's parade. Parade day broke clear and warm, and a nearly cloudless May sky promised a perfect setting for the climax of our celebration week. From all over the town, the county, and the state, units arrived at the assembly areas. And a pleasant good morning to you too, sir. Ultimately, out of chaos came simple confusion, and that miracle signaled the start of the parade.
1822 to 1972. My, how time flies.
Next is the Orange Police Color Guard. The Honor Guard, headed by Captain Bernard Boyer, Jr., displaying the colors as they approach the reviewing stand. car in a Model T given by Mr. Curtis of Sheldon is Mr. Arnold Hine, the great Grand Marshal, former first selectman of the town of Milford. We have just been advised that the next band, the next marching unit coming on up are the Connecticut Hurricanes. The Senior Drum and Bugle Corps, they are the national champions, and they have announced that they are removing themselves from competition. They felt that their presence here was too strong, and so they are, doing a gentlemanly thing, and they will, I think, deserve a special round of applause for withdrawing from competition and give everyone else a bigger chance. Fire Department. Really mint condition. The Color Guard, American Legion Post 165. Now approaching the reviewing stand. The Connecticut Classics Juniors Drum and Bugle Corps of East Haven. the Orangewood Women's Club, the trolley car, has been voted the most unusual float of the parade, top prize. Top prize to the float. Number 1. Beautiful package. Model C20. That this group raises through donations and all the work that they do support hospitals all across the United States. They're hardworking gentlemen and they deserve a well-deserved round of applause for their humanitarian deeds. The Pyramid Temple Band now is coming on out. Complimented by the brigade as they complete the review, followed by their patrol on the mini-bikes. formation now, moving out of their mini bike. The directive staff of the Pyramid Temple. And now approaching the Pyramid Temple Oriental Band. Musical unit moving up. The Junior Drum and Bugle Corps, the Trumbull Cadets. As they approach the stand in review. Here comes the T. Chuggalogan with Griswinkle Jr. bringing up division number 3. Griswinkle Jr. Division Marshal. He'll depart the vehicle and join the other notables on the reviewing stand.
Here they are, Lauderdale High School band of front pavement. They're working like real hard to make the Summer Olympics over in Germany. They're about 3,000 watts short, I understand, but I know they're going to make it. Lauderdale band of front pavement. The Brookfield Pipe and Drum Corps.
I hope you got our picture coming down the street. Real nice.
When we went down the street?
Who are you? That's 3-6.
Hey, here, a little bit more.
Hey, who's better than Orange?
Have a beer.
Nobody. West Haven Ladder Company won.
Thank you very much.
Right there, West Haven Hook and Ladder.
Did you get us?
It wasn't long enough. Ah, come on. I wanted them to go around again, but they wouldn't do it.
Oh, it was just wonderful. He walked all the way down the line. He said he didn't get in the car. Wonderful. Sometime.
Never live to see another one like it. Absolutely wonderful.
You ought to live that 300 cents.
Right.
That's right. It was real good.
I can't live to be 300, and I'm sorry.
Well, the best car right here.
The final night, the last performance, and all the joy of Orange 150 fills the night.
I'd like to ask our genial and jovial first selectman, Ralph Capofilacro, if he'll kindly come to the mic for a moment.
Most of you know, about a year and a half ago, it occurred to some of us that a birthday was to happen right now. I have the opportunity to make some appointments in this community, and never have I been more successful in an appointment than the appointment of Fred Lutz as General Chairman of the Orange 150. I hope that I can be as successful in other appointments. Orange 150 is about to go into history, and it's been a magnificent occasion. I think you will all agree. It has been successful because Fred Lutz has given much of himself. Thank you.
In producing this film, I hope we have given you an understanding of our New England town and its people, that we captured the spirit which made this celebration possible. To you, who gave so much to Orange 150, all this was achieved through your effort, your dedication. It was a moving experience. Thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you.